Now let's hear from someone who disagrees with Lawrence and with Edith, those who would defend the Civil War buyout system. What would you say to the two arguments we've heard, that it's unfair, that the rich can buy their way out and it falls disproportionately on the poor, and Lawrence's point that isn't there a civic virtue here that's being outsourced, so to speak? What would people say in reply to that? Yes.
Mary Harrigan. Firstly, you did say it was law.
It was the law, but we're trying to figure out what the law ought to be.
Oh,
so,
okay.
So we're the legislators, or the citizens voting on the law. So
I would distinguish between fighting and jury duty. Secondly, in regard to what Edith said, I would say that democracy, a basis for democracy is not economic equality.
So Edith is demanding too much when she wants economic equality, when she worries about economic inequality is undermining democracy.
Yes.
And would you say, Mary, would you say that, now why do you think that economic inequality is not inconsistent with democracy? Why do you disagree with Edith about that?
Because I think one of the foundations of democracy is enabling and fostering people's rights. And I believe there will always be a difference in the ability of people to make money. And so I just do not feel that democracy is at risk. It is fundamentally at risk.
Okay.
If people have different economic bases.
Good. Okay. Thank you. Yes.
You know, I come from a country, Hardeep Puri, I'm from India. I come from a country which has neither conscription nor jury duty.
Yes.
But which knows something about democracy. Now, democracy essentially has to be built on an edifice of rules which are equally applicable. Now, if you give individuals some privilege due to money, others privilege due to title or something else,
yes,
a possibility of a carve-out, then you cannot run a truly democratic system. It's a very simple observation.
And so this is interesting. What would be your, I forgot how you voted. What was your view about the Civil War
I
system?
was against outsourcing.
You were against outsourcing.
And I'll come back to outsourcing in a minute, but and similarly, that would be my vote if you had called one on jury duty as well. Because if you devise a system which is based on rules,
yes,
which are equally applicable,
yes,
then a privileged individual or set of individuals, for them to get a carve-out,
yes,
I think that works against democracy. And it's a very basic objection.